Hey Diecast family, how you guys doing today? All right, we got a little change of venue today. We're out in the garage today. It's a beautiful Saturday in very late November, right after Thanksgiving and Black Friday. You'll see this video sometime in December. So you may remember in a prior video I told you that eventually I'll run through my entire collection, and therefore I'll be needing to come up with some different content for you guys. And one of the ideas that I had was to do show you like restoration projects of die-cast cars, things like that. So what I've got here is 4 projects I'm going to work on. I've had these apart for well, at least these 3 have been apart for several months now. This one I actually just took apart today. And what we're going to do is now we got nice, dry, non-humid weather here in Florida. This is a good time to do some paint projects, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to restore all these cars, and there's varying reasons why they need restoration. This one was already done, but what happened is it got damaged, my nice paint that I did. But that's okay, because here's how I look at it. I'm going to just use this as an opportunity to make it better, okay? So that's a Mercury Cougar Villager Wagon from Matchbox. And then I got these 2 Yatming Royces that both had paint defects on the doors, as you can probably clearly see right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to refinish these, okay? I'm going to do one in the factory silver, as close to the factory silver as I can, or what Rolls-Royce likes to call shell gray. I think the other one I'm going to do in a pearlescent white that I have left over from when I did some paint repair to wifey's car. Now, this Classic Caddy from Hot Wheels, let me show you this. So this is what it looks like when you strip it down. The reason I'm going to redo this one is this one's got all kinds of severe bubbling on the roof area, especially here on the side. And the rest of the car is like perfect. So I wanted to redo it. And I thought to myself, I might redo the body, this part of the body in like a metallic brown, and then leave the fenders tan, and then the brown interior would go really nice with the metallic brown. Paint finish I'm going to put on there is what the chassis looks like. She's got the spare tire pieces incorporated in that. It's actually a pretty easy model to get apart. I got two separate glass pieces, and then you got the grill right there. So what I'm going to show you today is kind of like the preliminary step that I do with these cars, and that's putting them into the paint stripper, okay? So I got this can of premium stripper right here. This is what it looks like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that stuff into this bucket, and then we're going to put the bodies in there, okay? Let me tell you something about this paint stripper. It's kind of nasty. So I'm going to wear some rubber gloves when I actually do this stuff, okay? So this will be kind of like, we'll call it the first video of these cars. And then after all the paint stripped off, I'll prime them. And then after they've been primed, we'll go ahead and pick some colors out for them. I don't have silver for one of the Rolls Royces yet, but I do have the pearlescent white for the one. So I'll probably show you at least one finished product like that. And then as I do some more, I'll show them to you as well. So like I said, this is going to be the first step. So I am right now putting on my rubber gloves, because this stuff is actually quite thick, okay? I don't know if you guys have ever seen that old movie, The Blob. The damn thing dissolved everybody and everything in its path. Well, this stuff is not quite that harsh, but it's pretty rough, and you don't want to get it on your skin. All right, putting that in the bucket now. Okay, I don't know if you can see that stuff, but there it is in the bottom, all nice and thick. And I'm going to start dropping these car bodies in there now. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. And then there's 4. I'll probably add a little more stripper in there as well. So now all 4 car bodies are now in that toxic stew. Going to get that paint dissolved off there, all right? But that's the necessary step. And I'll tell you what, this stuff does a good job. What I do is after it's dissolved the paint off, I neutralize it with water. I don't dare try to touch that stuff with my fingers and everything, right? Let me show you guys something else. Got this in about maybe 3 months ago. What do you think of that? Isn't that pretty? So, this is a Whiz Wheels version of a Corgi Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2-door. You'll notice it says H.J. Mulliner Park Ward on the bottom. Okay. Its identical twin is inside. As you can see, it's quite a beautiful car. Not really much wrong with it until you get to this side. Oh, ouch. What happened, you may ask? Well, this car, despite being fresh from a blister pack, there was some kind of sticky, disgusting residue on this door. And when I attempted to remove it, it took the paint with it. And, you know, it didn't take all this paint. This is just me actually experimenting with my fingernail to see just how bad the paint adhesion was. And as you can see, it's quite bad. So this is going to be another project I'm going to do. I'm going to restore this back. Like I said, I have its identical twin inside. It's actually perfect, but it's really a shame that this one had that defect, because look at the paint on this one. I mean, that just makes you just about want to cry. And this is a nice little car too. Let me show you some of the features this thing's got. Let me take the gloves off first, because it's kind of hard to work those features with gloved hands. So this one's very similar to that big burgundy one I showed you, the 136 scale. This one here is more like a 143 scale. So it's got opening doors, and the little vent window goes with the opening door. And it's also got the flip seats, just like the big 136 scale one does in there. It's got a little more detailed dash on it with the little steering wheel with the column and everything. That's kind of neat. And we'll pop the hood. You'll notice the engine is also slightly more detailed than the other one. Still pretty nice. And it's also got the opening trunk. And it's also, there's like some paint left over in there too. That's crazy. All right, you got that. And it also's got separate door panels too. So I'll have to probably drill them out. That's going to be interesting trying to do that. They're so tiny. And the other thing I was going to show you is, look at the headlights. They look like little jewels, don't they? That's kind of cool. So yeah, we're going to save this one, despite the fact it's got all this heavy paint damage. We're going to save this one. Excuse me. You know, it won't be the same as original, of course. But, you know, I'll get it close enough, you know. And I'll have to show you the other one that's in the house another time. That'll be another video. All right. So there you have it, my Diecast fans. That's part one of the project there. I think I'm going to keep the interior colors of the Rolls Royces the same. I'm going to keep the interior color on the wagon the same. That kind of yellowish interior seemed to contrast nice with that red. And I already told you we're going to keep the interior the same with the Classic Caddy from Hot Wheels, because, like I said, I'm going to probably paint that body like a metallic brown. It's going to be really sharp. So I can't wait to show you guys what these finished products are going to look like. I'm going to show you the progress in between as well, okay? So in the meantime, you guys enjoy yourselves. Take it easy, and God bless you. And we'll see you in the next video.